Why do we associate crows with death in cemeteries? Is it their black plumage or their ominous caw? A question as old as time, shadowed by the age-old association of these magnificent birds with the Grim Reaper himself. The crow, a bird shrouded in mystery and intrigue, has long been a symbol of death and despair in various cultures worldwide. Its black plumage, often a symbol of the unknown and the eerie, coupled with its seemingly mournful caw, has etched it into the annals of folklore and mythology as a harbinger of doom. In many cultures, the crow has been revered and feared in equal measure. To the ancient Greeks, crows were considered as omens, their calls interpreted as messages from the gods. In Celtic mythology, the crow was associated with the Morrigan, the goddess of war and death. And in Native American folklore, the crow is a figure of transformation and change, often linked to life's darker moments. The crow's presence in cemeteries can be attributed to their scavenger nature. These intelligent creatures have learned that graveyards are often quiet and peaceful places where they can forage without being disturbed. And so, they have become a common sight among the tombstones, further fueling their association with death. But it's not just the crow's haunting presence in these solemn resting places that has led to their ominous reputation. Their uncanny intelligence sets them apart from other birds. Crows are known to recognize faces, use tools, and even hold grudges. They are capable of complex problem-solving and display a level of social behavior that is incredibly sophisticated. This intelligence, combined with their dark allure, has made the crow an object of fascination and fear. Their watchful eyes and calculated movements give the impression of an understanding far beyond what we might expect from a bird, leading to the unsettling thought that maybe, just maybe, they know something we don't. Perhaps it's their intelligence that makes us feel so unnerved, their watchful eyes seemingly knowing more than they should. As we delve deeper into the world of crows, this sentiment will echo, reminding us of the intricate relationship between these fascinating birds and the mysteries of death. Imagine, if you will, a murder of crows at the site of a tragic event. In the quiet town of Edgewood, nestled away in the heart of America, a chilling incident unfolded. The town, known for its tranquility, was suddenly thrown into a state of unease when a local resident mysteriously disappeared. The following morning, a murder of crows, in numbers too large to ignore, descended upon the abandoned house of the missing person. Black feathers against the stark white snow, the crow's presence amplified the eerie atmosphere that had enveloped the town. The townsfolk, already rattled by the disappearance, were further unnerved by the sudden arrival of the crows. The birds' raucous caws echoed through the silent streets, a grim soundtrack to the unfolding mystery. The crows, usually dispersed across the town, had congregated at the site of the disappearance, adding an uncanny layer to the already fraught scenario. You see, in the folklore of Edgewood, crows were considered harbingers of death and misfortune. Their sudden appearance and unusual behavior seemed to be an omen, a dark reminder of the town's loss. The crows perched on the eaves of the house, their eyes seemingly watching, waiting, as if they were privy to a secret that the rest of the town was not. As the days passed, the murder of crows remained, their presence a constant reminder of the unsolved mystery. The crows' behavior was uncharacteristic. They were usually fleeting visitors, not long-term residents. This led many to question if their presence was a mere coincidence, or was it indicative of something more sinister. Then, one cold morning, the crows were gone. As mysteriously as they had appeared, they had disappeared, leaving behind an unsettling silence. The same day, the missing resident was found, lifeless, in the woods on the outskirts of town. Could this gathering of crows be a mere coincidence, or is there a deeper, more sinister connection? The chilling incident of Edgewood continues to baffle and intrigue, leaving us to ponder over the uncanny connection between the crows and the tragic event. A crow's call echoes in the silent cemetery, a chilling reminder of the thin line between life and death. This eerie sound, a staple in many a ghost story, is more than just a simple bird call. It's a symbol, a sign, a message from a world we cannot see. In literature, a crow's call often signifies something ominous on the horizon. It's a warning, a premonition of something dark and foreboding. From Shakespeare's Macbeth, where crows caw before a murder, to Edgar Allan Poe's famous poem, The Raven, where the bird's repetitive call of nevermore signals despair and lost hope, the call of the crow is rarely a welcome sound. But it's not just in literature that we find this association. In many cultures, the crow is seen as a messenger from the spirit world, its call a communication from the other side. The crow, with its coal-black feathers, is thought to be able to traverse the worlds of the living and the dead. So, when a crow calls, it's believed to be a voice from beyond, a spectral whisper that transcends the boundaries of life and death. Even in popular culture, the call of a crow carries a certain symbolic weight. In films and television, a crow's caw often signals the arrival of an ominous character or a foreboding event. It's a sound effect that's become synonymous with dread and unease, a simple bird call transformed into a harbinger of doom. And yet, despite all these dark associations, the crow's call is also a reminder of the natural world's raw beauty. Its harsh, raspy caw, echoing through a silent cemetery, is a testament to life's persistence, even in the face of death. It's a sound that reminds us of nature's resilience, its unyielding grip on existence. The crow's call, a sound that sends shivers down our spines, but is it a mere call or a message from beyond? Perhaps it's both. A haunting echo from the spirit world, and a stark reminder of life's fleeting nature. Either way, the crow's call remains an enduring symbol of the thin line between life and death. Could these black-winged creatures be more than mere birds? Could they be messengers of the spirit world? Let's delve into the depths of folklore and personal anecdotes that suggest the crow's connection with the supernatural. Across many cultures, there's a belief that crows possess the ability to communicate with spirits or even transport souls to the afterlife. Take, for instance, the indigenous cultures of North America. They revere crows as harbingers of change and consider them capable of traversing the realms of life and death. In their lore, the crow is seen as a guide, leading spirits to their final resting place, a belief that is echoed in many other civilizations worldwide. But it's not just folklore and legends. Real-life incidents reported by individuals lend credence to these beliefs. Imagine walking through a cemetery, a chill in the air, only to be startled by the cawing of a crow, persistent and eerie. You look around and see no one else. Is it just a bird, or is it trying to deliver a message from a loved one who has passed on? Or consider the woman who, after losing her husband, found herself visited daily by a crow. The bird would sit outside her window, cawing softly, almost as if providing comfort or carrying a message from her departed spouse. Then there's the story of a man who claimed a crow led him to a hidden family heirloom, lost for years. The bird's insistent cawing and peculiar behavior drew his attention, guiding him to the long-lost treasure. Was it mere coincidence, or was the crow acting as a messenger from his ancestors? Such stories, while anecdotal, provide a fascinating perspective on the enigmatic relationship between crows and the spirit world. They compel us to question, to wonder, and to explore the mysteries of life, death, and what might lie beyond. So are crows merely birds, or are they celestial messengers bridging the gap between the living and the dead? Crows, death, and cemeteries, a mystifying triad that has intrigued us for centuries. We've journeyed together through the shadowy labyrinth of lore and legend, exploring the peculiar association of crows with death and their eerie presence in graveyards. It's a tale as old as time, a story woven into the very fabric of our collective consciousness, and it's time now to reflect on what we've uncovered. Crows, these intelligent, curious creatures, have been viewed throughout history as omens of death, messengers of the spirit world. A crow's call in the silence of a cemetery echoes with an unsettling resonance, sending shivers down our spines and reminding us of our own mortality. We've delved into a chilling tale of a crow at the scene of a dreadful incident, and the bird's call, a haunting reminder of the terrible event that transpired. The crow, it seems, was not just a silent observer, but played an integral role in the narrative of the tragedy. We've also explored the notion of crows as messengers, their presence in graveyards seen as a conduit between the world of the living and the realm of the dead. Are they bringing news? Are they connecting with spirits? While we can't say for certain, the stories and legends persist, adding to the enigma that surrounds these birds. But despite the fear and unease they often inspire, we can't ignore the rich cultural and symbolic significance of crows. From ancient folklore to modern horror tales, their image is deeply ingrained in our mythology and literature, a symbol of mystery, wisdom, and transformation. As we conclude this journey, we are left with more questions than answers. The enigma of the crow remains, its association with death and cemeteries a tantalizing riddle that continues to enthrall and mystify, and perhaps that's where the true charm lies, in the mystery, in the unknown. As we delve deeper into the mystery of crows, one thing remains certain: these fascinating creatures continue to captivate and terrify us in equal measure.